can't tell if it's going to rain or not.
It looked like it wants to, but it's also kind of halfway looked like it wanted to for like a couple of days.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of like where we're at now.
Yeah.
Like, but it is delicious. I love it. I love the kind of gloomy.
Yeah.
The leaves are changing. It's a little bit like, it's nice, especially now that we aren't in like crisis territory.
Maybe. Yeah.
Knocking on wood.
Maybe.
Not in we are almost out of crisis territory, and we're going to continue to try to be out of it.
Yeah.
But like, it's just really, I think it's very pleasant. And like my late plants in the garden that I planted late are super enjoying it.
Good.
So like the cucumbers, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. They're really trying, and I applaud them, but I feel like I may have accidentally planted them a little bit too far away from the trellis.
Oh.
So like, I need to scoot the trellis towards them or give them like a big stick so that they can find it, because that's what I did with my peas. Like,
do cucumbers need a trellis?
Some of them do.
Oh, I didn't realize
Some
that.
Cucumbers do a trellis. Some of them are ground cucumbers.
I guess that's kind of what I just thought. All cucumbers were ground cucumbers.
Some of them are trellis cucumbers, and they like, the one that we have is like, it sits at like a diagonal, and it's got holes in it so that the cucumbers can fall through the holes.
Oh.
So they're, yeah.
Interesting.
So there's like gaps.
Oh.
Yeah. But like,
are we still recording?
What's up, guys? Talking about our garden, as per usual. Well, welcome back to Are We Still Recording? A podcast about a podcast. I'm Lyndsey.
I'm Jordyn.
And I forgot what we were talking about this week. It's been so long.
It has been a while. So we're still kind of at the end of our busy season. So it's been, we've been playing, we skipped last week for medical emergency things. Everyone's fine.
Everything's fine.
But we had to skip that week. And so we just didn't really have a good time to sit down and record this podcast. So we're remembering from 2 sessions ago. But we're kind of trying to piece it together. So bear with us on this one, guys. This one will probably be a little bit shorter, but maybe not.
Yeah, like we're 3 weeks out from.
Yeah.
So like I've kind of slept since then.
Fair. And
questionable.
And to be honest, we're in the car, so we're sorry if you hear background noise. We're parked, so I'm not driving for once, which is nice.
Yeah.
But
just chilling.
If you hear background noise, but I don't have my notes.
Yep. So we're just gonna we're flying blind here.
We're finger gunning it towards
our audience, towards our beautiful listeners. Thank you guys so much for like coming back and listening to the podcast. We really appreciate you guys, and thanks for listening to us like gab about a thing that we really enjoy.
Yeah.
I hope everyone enjoyed the first episode of Monster of the Week.
Second episode now.
I hope everyone has enjoyed all of the episodes. It has been a blast to run. I am having such a good time torturing my friends with kind of spooky things. I have so many more spooky things in the chamber ready to throw at them.
Yeah, so if you guys missed it, which, maybe go back and watch the last episode. You might be a little confused, but if you did miss it, we are playing Monster of the Week now, so a different TTRPG from Dungeons and Dragons. And Lyndsey is our keeper of secrets and mysteries.
That's me. I'm doing some keeping. And I'm pretty sure, and like, I feel like it's important, since like Monster of the Week isn't as big of a thing as D&D is, just like plug like Evil Hat Productions, which wrote Monster of the Week. They do a lot of really nice, like kind of more contained, smaller TTRPGs, like as opposed to like D&D, which is like expansive, multi-month campaigns, but like
I assume they have like a website for all their stuff. I'll put it down in like the description below.
Yeah, and like there's so many things like similar to this. Like I'm pretty sure The Sprawl by Hamish Cameron lives in this like smaller TTRPG world as well, and like Hamish Cameron is fantastic. The Sprawl is beautiful, but that's not what we're doing. We're playing a spooky summer camp in Monster of the Week.
Speaking of, I would love to do a shout out to the new background.
Oh my god.
And the logo that Mans got created for Monster of the Week. Yeah. It is stunning.
It's cute. It's
like so good.
When he texted us and he was like, "Hey, so I'm gonna get art made for this." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
So good. I'm in love with it.
It's perfect. It's perfect for where we are.
It's perfect.
It is so seasonal. That's what I'm honored to be your October keeper of monsters and mysteries because like I'm thriving. I am at my most powerful and during this season. So
I love it.
This is the season to tell the story. So thank you for the art to whomst ever made that. We really appreciate you.
I'm pretty sure it's his brother.
Oh my god, thank you, man. It's his brother. You did a great job. It's beautiful. I am a flutter.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Incredible, beautiful. There's your shout out.
So please make sure to actually like, even if you don't watch all of them, look, if you haven't noticed the backgrounds, just like take it, like when next time you watch like one of our live plays, like just take a minute and just appreciate the background and how like fun it is. And I just love them. So huge shout out for that.
Shout out. Like it just I love it. It sets the scene. It sets the mood.
It does.
Like let's get a little spooky up in here. And like I don't know, like, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of not making it too, like, ostensibly scary.
No, like, you're doing a great job with the spook.
Yeah, like, I just want it to be like, oh.
It is. That's perfect.
Yeah, and, like, the fact that, like, one of the things that has happened in a later episode that we have recorded, that, like, was not planned, so just, like, keep an eye out for it. Like, I didn't plan this moment, but it happened very naturally. And I received feedback afterwards that it made everyone super uncomfortable. And I'm like, that's the goal.
So episode 2, we still were kind of coming together as a group.
Yeah. Everyone was kind of there. Episode 2 was a bunch of little vignettes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
And so it, you know, little things happened for some people, big things happened for others, and so it is very much like it's a perfect segue episode into session 3, and so we're playing tonight, so of course I'm really excited for that. But yeah, so where would you like to start with session 2?
Oh god, I don't know. Do you have a favorite moment from session 2? Like, I feel like that's a fun question to ask.
Yes. So my favorite moment from session 2 has to be the interaction with Terumi and Jimmy, and specifically at like the greenhouse. Yes. So I think we should come back to that though, because I think like my stuff was very like mild. Which is intentional because like I mean that in the best way possible, because like I need build up for my stuff to happen.
Yes.
Like, so my character Josephine is the professional, and so I have the van with the surveillance equipment and the monster cage, which hasn't really come into play yet, but will at some point. But the surveillance equipment is kind of the main thing I'm doing. So for me, I have to do the setup of setting up the surveillance equipment, figuring out where is the best place to do that. And so basically that's what I did this time.
Yeah.
I talked to my siblings who aren't really aware of anything weird and spooky going on, but they know the camp.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what are your favorite hiding places? And I thought that that'd be a good way to kind of like ask you for like, what are some good areas to look into? And you're like, that's a place that you can look. And so there were some spots I know for sure I wanted to put a camera. Like, I know even though we didn't see the monster, there was the smell. That was actually probably favorite moment number 2.
Yeah.
At the end of...
Oh my god, that happened so long ago!
It was at the end of session 1, if you guys remember, outside of one of our windows, so big that it covered the entire window so we couldn't actually see it, something was standing outside, and it left this, like, sulfurous, rotten egg smell. At least that's how I remember it. Again, no notes, so that's how I remember it. And it was outside of mine and Murphy's window. And so the running joke the next day was that Murphy's pants. Oh no! Oh no!
What happened? No!
Under 10 minutes. So I...
He meowed in his pants.
He sure did. So Murphy meowed in his pants.
He didn't. Like, let me make this very clear on the podcast. He did not do that. But some of the other characters in this game have, like, very, like, mean girl vibes, even though they're boys. They got mean girl vibes. And they're like, no, I think he shit his pants. It's like, well, okay. And, like, the thing about that moment for me is, like, I'm trying to do this, like, resonant horror end of the episode sting.
Yeah.
And I, like, that moment, I had been planning it for months to just, like, really set the tone of, like, you are being followed. And then Chris follows it up with, I think Murphy shit his pants. I'm like, Chris?
I'm so sorry, but welcome to the chaos of players, right?
It's fine. I handed you a gift that had been wrapped, and they're like, this is poop. I'm like, it's not. It's not poop.
Welcome.
Hi, everybody. It's great. We're having a great time. Like, I love it because it got so wild so fast. And, like, I think that is the height of making art. And that is the height of telling a story with your friends, is you hand them something beautiful and they laugh at it and it brings them joy. That's what I want, and that's what I care about, is, like, fine.
For example, Trenton Duggins, aka Chicken Nuggets.
The chicken nugget man.
Listen, Chicken Nuggets can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag.
No,
But he's got a purpose, and part of it's to make fun of him because he's an NPC, and that's what we do.
He is highly inspired by an actual public figure in the county that I live in.
Oh, really?
He is inspired by a real life person who's like he is old money.
Yeah.
His family has lived in this county for generations. And he has, like, an old timey mansion next to the cemetery where I live. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he, like, specifically the part in episode 3 where he's teaching the kids line dancing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this old man with too much money does.
Oh my god. I would like you to know that the actual image in my head is from 30 Rock.
Oh,
oh my god, what is his name? I'm sorry for everyone. But it's like the nerdy assistant from 30 Rock, and he's blonde, and he's just, I'll show you a video if you don't know who I'm talking about.
I think I'm putting together, like, a very, like a weirdly oval face. Like, egg-shaped, kind of?
Yes.
Yeah. No offense, sir, if you're listening to our podcast. First of all, thank you. Second of all, I think your face is fine. But that is the best way, like, the best descriptor that I have of it.
This guy, Kenneth.
Yeah, totally.
Kenneth.
Yeah,
that's
that guy.
Exactly who
a little bit older.
Yep,
but
that's
like,
exactly who I pictured in my head, though.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That is the vibe. With a little bit more corduroy, like.
But yes, I think that creating something that we all find joy in, and as long as, like, you understand that we do that with the absolute love in our hearts, and not because we're trying to make you feel bad.
It's not malicious.
Not at all. And it's one of those things, too, that, like, there is just, you will drive yourself crazy as a DM or a keeper. You try to evaluate any which way that one of your players can make fun of something that you're doing, and you kind of just have to not. Half the time, I think it'd be funny to hand them something that does sound ridiculous. Like, I think that there's a few in Heckna that have, like, first of all, punny names, which, like, I'm just gonna have to, like,
I love it.
Gonna have to get over
You're
it.
gonna have to really buckle up for that, because I'm gonna enjoy it so much.
But, like, there's a few names in there that I'm just like, I debated changing them. And I'm just like, nah, no, it just has to be what it is. And the joy, it doesn't really matter where the joy comes from, because it's not making fun of me. First of all, I didn't write Heckna, and second of all, the people who did write Heckna did a fantastic job, and the joy that we find from it doesn't really matter. We're not doing it maliciously. So
exactly. Like, I am tossing you guys softballs to hit either in the direction of abject terror or this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And, like, I love both of them because it's still, like, with the character that is accusing Murphy of pooping in his pants, like, that fits his character. Like, he is taking that, and, like, it's giving me the vibes of exactly what it's supposed to, which is that a big tough guy in a horror situation who's trying to make it funny because he is scared.
Yes.
And, like, that is, like, that's perfect. That is a softball that he has hit out of the park.
Yep.
And, like, I love it.
Yeah.
And then, like, but, like, another thing, like, Trenton Duggins, I named him specifically, and, like, he had a different name at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
But then I'm like, that doesn't fit. That doesn't feel right. And
I
then
love Trenton Duggins.
exactly,
I love it.
the muses grabbed me by my shirt and shook Trenton Duggins into my brain. And I was like, that's it. You're right. Stop hitting me, please.
When you're right, you're right.
You're right. That's who he is. But like, he's a fun character. And like, I'm excited because like people have different opinions on him, and I can't wait to see what comes of those opinions.
Yeah. So I think like, one of my favorite parts, because again, like Josephine was mostly, talked to her siblings, went ahead and got the cameras, and then me and Mans with Murphy I met with Murphy. Josephine and Murphy met in her van early in the morning, and we didn't go unnoticed because a character like noticed us in the van together, which is fine. Like, it's not necessarily like a secret because it's something we're going to tell everyone eventually anyway. But managed to get some extra cameras, including an infrared, which I think is super fun, and put up what we think will be strategic locations to get some surveillance information. We haven't evaluated that information yet, so that is something that we'll do in future episodes, so we're excited about that. And then Murphy got a little more information from Mama Frankie, aka
Mrs. Donovan. He blew the case wide open.
That's it, guys.
Good job, buddy. You did it. You solved the mystery. That was it. There is no monster. I just wanted you to figure out that Mrs. Donovan was Mama Frankie. That's it.
10.
You're done.
10 out of 10. So that was very funny. I'm trying to remember what else he did, but a lot of it was mostly in the interrogation stuff, and then defending himself from not pooping his pants.
Yep. Because you guys went into the basement, and that's when that happened. At the very end.
Yes.
You guys started, like, everyone came back together in the cabin.
Yep, before the bonfire.
Yeah, checked out the weird basement.
So that's where we got to put everything together. So then, William Embers went to his wood shop and kept having run-ins with Vivi. He ended up putting his shotgun together, which was a super cool moment too. Such a cool moment.
Beautifully described, beautifully narrated.
Loved that.
That it itches that part of my brain that loves Bruce Campbell. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's what I wanted. Like, so good. I had suggested Bruce Campbell inspiration before the campaign, and Chris said, "You got it."
So that was really good. And then this is the episode where Silas, I have a hard time remembering his name because it's like swashbuckler buck, where Silas got to meet with his mentor, and we got some really interesting information from that. First of all, the guy's name is Roanoke.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And I literally texted Mans because Mans is history. So I was like, please remind me what was written on the tree. And he said Croatan. And I was like, remembering that. Putting a pin in that, remembering that. And so it was like, we've got that beat, but we don't, like, the rest of our characters don't have much else to go off of that. But what we got was that, like, 16 to 20-ish years ago, that part of the camp was actually part of the land of his community, cult community.
The sect, community, cult, a group of hikers.
Yep. And now it belongs to the camp. And so they don't actually cross over into that territory anymore. So it was unusual, and it seemed like they clearly didn't know that Silas was over there. So he's there for his own goals and not because of the cult. And so that will be very interesting, and we'll see what happens with that. But that was not missed. So don't worry. We picked up on that. Whether it's a red herring or not, I got it.
I'm just going to say big ups to my husband for that one.
Yeah. Beautiful. Delightful. Yeah. Loving it. And I was like, I see that. And so I texted Mans about that specifically. So we've got that part kind of figured out. Well, not figured out, but there's a piece. There's a piece. We have pieces. Now we have to put puzzle kit together. And then the last two things were really Jimmy and Terumi.
Yeah.
And so Terumi, in her art class, teaching the kids, got a feeling, which you described so well, as a second breath.
Yeah.
Like another, almost like there's something else inhabiting her body with her, and it's waking up, is kind of how it felt.
Yeah. Like, in my brain, it's like, I didn't know how to describe it, but like, have you ever had, I don't know if it's a heart palpitation, but like when your heart does like a weird thing.
Yeah, like a spasm almost, and it's like,
But like, what if that happened in a place where your heart wasn't, and it was also your lungs? Like, what if it felt like your lungs did that? Because sometimes it's like a ghost heartbeat, like a ghost second heartbeat. But like, what if it's a breath? And it's like,
yeah. So that was really good.
Yeah.
And then it specifically asked that Terumi bring Jimmy to it at some point.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it basically boiled down to bring me Jimmy.
Bring me this kid.
That one, bring it to me.
I said, bring me the boy with the paddle. And then afterwards I was like, I shouldn't have said that.
That's okay. My brain knew what you meant and didn't take it into a weird place.
That's a paddling.
So that was weird for Terumi, because apparently it's never asked Terumi either to do anything or for anything. Not exactly sure of that distinction, but like, this was new. And Terumi decided that right this second was the moment, and it was happening right now.
This is an emergency.
Yeah. So that was really entertaining, because then we got to roll some weird. And so that was probably my favorite part, because Jimmy was over here pushing kids into the lake.
Yep.
Telling them that, I did really enjoy that part too.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy was telling all the kids that Murphy like pooped his pants, and then it kind of backfired on him.
It backfired on him, because then the kids are like, hey, you're kind of talking about that a lot. Do you poop your pants? Like, why is it so important? Because it's like, and I love having just like an army of small children to talk shit at my friends with.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
It's great.
Like, because, you know, from the mouths of infants, the funniest shit.
Oh my God, yes.
And so, like, and he pushes the kid in the lake, and he's like, no, I'm teaching them how to swim. It's like, that works. And I vibe with that. But just make sure they don't drown. They have floaties. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But, like, all that happened, and then, like, Terumi, like, was like, hey, I need you to come look at the greenhouse really quick. It's an emergency. She created an emergency.
Yeah, what did she tell him? That, like, there were kids that were, like, breaking stuff and making a mess and stuff? Yeah.
And so, like, she had used weird when they're getting closer to like make it look like there's mud everywhere, and she had like asked the roots beneath that's how I played it in my brain. It's like she was asking something, and I was like, okay, the lock on for me is like she's asking the roots to like make a mess, the roots in the greenhouse, and they did. Yeah. But she rolled poorly.
Yep.
So
or a mixed success.
It was a mixed success. So like I still get to make a glitch. Like it happens, but something bad also happens.
And you have a finite number of like things to choose from when it comes to a glitch, right?
Yes. Okay. It is very clearly delineated like what those glitches can be. Okay. Which is super helpful for me because it kind of, it guides my hand, and like I don't have to think as hard about like, okay, well, how does this go wrong? And like sometimes it's just a template for like, okay, this is the basis of, because for example, it's like, this draws immediate and unwanted attention, and I get to play off of that. Like, what does immediate and unwanted attention look like? Because sometimes that is just me setting up for something in the future.
That's perfect.
And I will like, just to make a verbal note of it, several of you have rolled for a mixed success, and the glitch has been draws immediate and unwanted attention. I think that's happened 3 or 4 times. So that is in my brain something that I'm stacking over here. So like, just an interesting thought.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah.
So then,
like, that's the easiest one for me to do because it allows me to take harder moves later.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, this is the quote unquote real world where magic could exist, but is not common. It's not common knowledge.
Yeah.
And is weird.
Like, the people that know about magic are like, it is 1 in like 600.
Sure.
I think. Like, there are enough people, but like it's not widely known.
Not this is a camp of 65 low people or 70 people. None. They don't know about them.
Yeah, this is a very low fantasy setting. So like, anyway, that happens. It is noticed by Vivi.
Vivi is everywhere.
Yeah, she is.
Vivi is everywhere.
Yeah, she is.
She is. It was so funny though. They just like turn around and they're like, "Oh my God, here she is again," which I love.
she's very strange in my planning process, because like for me, I was like, what's the running thread that I have? Like, who is my person in this camp that would be everywhere? I'm like, oh, Vivi.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's just put you in situations noticing things.
Yeah.
That maybe you shouldn't notice as the de facto like camp runner.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it works great. So that's very interesting. And then they actually did, she actually got Jimmy to the stump.
Yeah.
But they kept going. I'm trying to remember exactly how that happened.
So they got to where like Terumi usually communes with the Yamanokami or Tamanokami, one of the two. And there was a different stump with a face that pointed them farther into the forest, because
That's
it's
right.
like, you guys, like, you cannot have this conversation because this is going, like, I am not who you are here to speak with. Who you need to speak with is farther in.
That's right.
And like I'd plan on introducing this character, but maybe not as soon as I did. And like sometimes you just, you get too excited about something too fast, and then you just do it.
We've all done it.
And like, I didn't even know what he looked like yet, but then as I was describing him, I'm like, okay, he is coming together in my mind palace as this is happening, because I had the visual of this large stump unfolding itself and then sprawling into like a seated throned position. And like, but like, that's all I had. I'm like, I don't know what he looks like. And then like Jimmy offered him a blunt, and the Oak King's not a narc. He's not a narc. And so like he took the blunt, and I'm like, that would be a really cool visual of having these big golden eyes like roll in its head, and then stabilize, because like that feels like silly but disconcerting to me.
I agree. Yes.
Like,
absolutely.
That is a good, like, oh,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But like, also, Terumi failed another role. And
yes,
she failed her read a bad situation role, which the drawback for if you fail to read a bad situation is like you get bad information.
Right.
So the bad information was like, you don't know if this is the thing you're supposed to be talking to.
Sure.
You don't know if you trust it. That was almost right. And so she's getting uncomfortable, and so she goes to hand Jimmy one of her macrame bracelets, as well as offering one to the Oak King. And the information that she gleaned was like, the bracelet, I still don't remember what happened, if it changed color or not.
It did. It changed color before it touched Jimmy's hand.
Yeah. But the one she gave to the Oak King.
I'm sorry. I don't remember either.
Because the thing about it is like, does the mountain need to protect itself? Because that's typically like, black means like, hey, keep an eye on this. Does the mountain need to keep an eye on itself? And I think that's where I left it.
Yeah.
It's like, so you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you do not know what it turning or not turning means, because like, it is not, a thing does not have to pay attention to itself.
Right.
And does not have to like watch out. It's like, it needs to protect itself, but not in the way of like, I need to keep an eye on that.
Right.
And that's kind of how I'm playing that. And I hope I'm playing it correctly from what Matthew gave me. Because like, his idea is really interesting. But like, it puts me in a weird place with like, okay, you have now tried to put this bracelet on this large creature that is a manifestation of this thing.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's understandable. But I mean, we got a lot of information from the Oak King.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the names of everything right now, because again, I don't have my notebook in front of me. But basically, Oak King is one of two major kings in the forest.
Yes.
I can't remember what the other one is. It's like the Oak and
the Holly King.
Thank you. And so the two kings are basically that there's a threat in the forest right now. And basically, from what they described, the threat is hunger and trying to figure out how to defeat the hunger. And basically they said by feeding it or by fire was kind of what it came down to.
And the thing about that is like, because the words I said were like, what kills hunger and what destroys rot.
That's right.
And it's like, I was like, fire, because it burns away rot.
Sure.
Yeah. And like that felt right because like that is like that's good information for you to have moving forward, and that's all I'm gonna say.
That's fine.
Yeah, because like he asked a good question to an NPC that would have the answer to that question.
Yeah, no, it worked out, and I mean, I think like we got good information. It was vague enough that we don't know exactly where to go with it.
Yeah,
like we don't know exactly like what. Like we know that there are termites. But we don't know if there is like, are these termites minions and we need to find the queen? Like what is like that connection? And so that's what we're kind of like trying to figure out now. But again, like they found out all that information and we aren't even really a party yet. And so that part gets a little like wishy-washy. So then that's how we ended the episode.
Yeah.
Was coming back together.
And like all meeting in the basement of the cabin. So that you guys kind of have a place to like plan and plan moving forward. And you guys investigated and there were like weird roots in the basement as well. It might be a thing. Might not be.
Sure.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
But we kind of like started coming together as a group. Like Jimmy just flat out told us that he spoke with someone called the Oak King and he's still high.
Yeah, he's stoned all the time.
He is stoned.
All the time.
And so that was how that kind of happened. And then William and Silas both said that they were here to investigate their friend's death. I think Murphy said that he was here because he got like a tip about something weird going on. And I ended up retconning what I said in the beginning of episode 3, but I basically, retconned it to say that I was here because my siblings heard something weird was happening, which is a lie, but I can't tell everyone that I'm an FBI agent that's supposed to be undercover.
No. Yeah. So. Like, that's a good lie. Like, what are they going to do? Like, go ask your siblings?
Right. So that's kind of where we left off, right before that, but we kind of were all coming together as like and we all agreed we have to look into this. Something weird's happening, and we have to go to the fire because this fire's for us.
Yeah, it was a bonfire party to welcome new counselors.
Yeah, so we needed to go to that, and we were going to kind of show face there, and then we were going to kind of dip out and see if we could find out some more information, and that's where we ended it before going to the bonfire.
Yeah. Some really beautiful things happened at the bonfire, guys. I'm so excited for you to hear that episode. I'm excited to rewatch. I just hit that mic so hard. I'm sorry for that was bad ASMR. Okay. But like I'm excited to rewatch that episode myself. Like I can't. God, you chuckle fucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited to keep going tonight. Like I think I've got like 2 or 3 different hits. Like as I explained it earlier, like if you enter this area, this cutscene will trigger. And like that's kind of how I've been planning Monster. Like that is the basic of me trying to plan, because like I'm not going to tell you to go to this place.
Sure.
If you enter this place, this cutscene will trigger.
Sure.
Yeah. Because like that feels like the most reasonable way to tell this story.
Yeah.
That is supposed to be entirely driven by you guys. Is like having these like whoop, whoop, and like I got a few. There's one of them is one of the scenes that I've been planning since the way back. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are just going to have to watch that to find out. Please stay tuned because things do get interesting. Jesus. And it gets a little wild.
It's a little...
And we got to see how this mystery unfolds, guys.
Yeah. Like, I'm really interested. Like, again, and I'll probably say this every episode, and I'm sorry in advance. Like, I really can't wait to see how long... Like what the timing is on this, because it is entirely up to you guys. I don't have, I have no metric for how long like we're going to be here.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep ramping up the pressure. Like, yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, as always, please be sure to like and comment on this video. Please be sure to share it and ring the bell if you want to be notified when we upload new videos. We're back to our usual upload schedule of live play videos on Friday and podcast responses on Tuesday. So please be sure to check in and follow us along, guys. We've got more stuff in planned for the future, so please come along.
Yeah, and like don't mind me tooting our horns. Toot toot. This is a really excellent, like if you do not like horror but you like spooky season.
Oh, it's
like this is because I am that person. I don't like horror movies. I don't like scary things. But this is me kind of tailoring something spooky to what my tastes are.
Sure.
You know, so like if you want to get into the mood, the October mood, please enjoy.
Thanks, guys, and we will see you next time.
Yep, we'll
Bye.
see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
We're still figuring it out again. It's okay.
Right. It's fine.
We just got to get it. It's fine. It's been a second since we did this. It's been like 3 weeks since the last one. We got our feet back under us. We're going to figure it out. It's fine. It's chill. We're vibing.
Yeah. Oh, God, are we still recording?
You're still recording.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, guys. Bye.
Bye.